Season 4 brought some new weapons to the mix, shook things up a bit with the close range meta. Let's take a look at what you need to be running on Rebirth and Verdansk. Biggest thing to keep in mind is no matter what all the TTK charts and creators and streamers tell you, you can't hit your shots with the meta loadout. Don't run it. It's not going to do you any good. Figure out what works best for you. We've got a good mix right now. A lot of viable options. Let's get into it. So we're going to start off with a few honorable mentions. If you like to run Gunfighter and want to run 8 attachment, this Rakova build is the way to go. You can see it doesn't move a whole lot, and the almost hip-fire loadout with very reduced spread makes it very good up close. Medium range, it does suffer a bit. That's the one downside to this guy, is that it's great up to about 9 meters. Beyond that, it's borderline not usable. So, get your 8 attachment Gunfighter build. If you're on Verdansk, or if you wanted to do it on Rebirth, kill somebody, pick up their SMG, or if you happen to find a usable ground loot one, you'll do pretty well. Build for the Rakova is the Compensator Long Barrel, Extended Mag 3. When you run the weighted stock, that's what gives you that alternate ADS, they call it, but it's like attack fire almost. Awesome change, and rapid fire. Again, you're limited to that first damage range, so running it with Gunfighter, dropping it, picking up somebody else's more meta loadout is gonna be the play. But if you want to run that 8 attachment AR or HDR, this is gonna be the move for you for sure. Next on the honorable mention list is one I've been seeing pop up here and there a bit more, was in the meta for quite a while, left favor, and is seeming to loop back a bit. The Jackal. Okay, we all know this one from early on in the life cycle of the game. Big in multiplayer, but it's making its way back, especially on Rebirth lobbies. I really like using the VMP blueprint to get this iron sight, and there is a bit of movement to it, but it's quite easy to control, and we're all very familiar with it. It does suffer from a bit of range, and it is the slowest of all of these, and it's probably right on the periphery of being viable. But again, hitting your shots is the most important thing. So if this is what you hit your shots with, run it. Build for the Jackal, Compensator, Long Barrel, Vertical Foregrip, Extended Mag 2, and the Balanced Stock. Hasn't really changed. Again, I like that VMP Elite blueprint. You get it, Prestige 8, I think it is. Been a while, so I don't remember. But it helps clean up the iron sights for me anyway. But again, if you are gonna hit your shots with this and you're not with some of the other choices, you run what works for you. Last honorable mention, I've seen it popping up here and there, and I've even tried it with a bit of success myself. The MX9. They finally gave us a 50 round mag on it for the extended mag, which makes it actually usable. One of the really nice things about it, basically vertical recoil and not a whole lot of it, and it hits quite hard. There is like no recoil on it, but it does suffer from a lot of range issues. So in the first 10-12 meters, quite solid. Once you start getting out into those 14-15 meter fights and beyond, it just isn't competitive anymore, but there is no recoil. Easy to control. And again, biggest thing there is hitting your shots. Build for the MX9. Pick whatever optic works for you. A reflex of some kind. I like the NIDAR. Irons are not that clean on this guy. XRK Sandstorm on the muzzle. The 16.5-inch Bruin S901 barrel. Extended mag. There's only one choice on this one. Now that gives you that 50 rounds, and since they made that, it did make it a little more viable. And the F-Tac C11 riser. Number 5 for me, gonna be one that's been floating kind of around as not quite the meta, but in the conversation for quite a long time because of its TTK, the Compact. Biggest problem for me on this guy, it bleeds through ammo. Recoil jumps quite a bit, but it's straight up. And vertical, much easier to control than the horizontal. It really suffers from range issues, and I struggle to control it at longer ranges in that mid-range. If you're uptight in people's faces, one of the fastest TTKs in the game, but it does bleed through ammo because of its fast fire rate, so you're constantly reloading. When it comes to the compact, I blend a little bit of what I need as a lesser skilled player, more, just above average type guy, with taking some notes from guys like Bearpig with high kills on Rebirth. I like to run the integrated suppressor, vertical foregrip, the biggest extended mag, ergonomic grip, and the recoil springs. Again, there's a lot of recoil on this one, at least for me, but if you can control it easily and you can hit your shots with this one, there's few guns that are going to compete with it TTK wise. Just gotta watch your ammo. Number 4 for me is going to be the SOG. Been around for a bit now, being introduced not that long ago, and has an excellent time to kill and some decent range. Recoil is basically straight up till it takes that sharp right. So if you hit your shots in your first few rounds there, and you get aim assist going at the medium range, it can be quite effective and does quite a good job. When it comes to the SOG, we're going to notice a lot of common themes through a lot of these builds, but we're going to run compensator, long barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2, and the ergonomic grip. It's a great build. It is a very, very solid gun with one of the longer burst damage ranges. So it's very usable, very viable in a lot of situations. Give this one a run. Number 3 is going to be the Ladra. Introduced last season, got one of the fastest TTKs and one of that longest first damage ranges, which makes it a great mix for your short range close encounters. Recoil is fairly straight up, which is always the best, easiest to control for sure. Does an amazing job in the first 15 meters. For me, it just feels a little off in the mid-range. And it does another one of those guns that have a faster fire rate, so it does chew through some ammo pretty decently, which can make it difficult when you need to go up against multiple opponents. But you are not going to get outgunned if you hit your shots with this one, and you can use a little movement to make your opponent miss one or two. When it comes to the Ladra, again, common themes. Compensator, long barrel, vertical foregrip. I'm going to opt for extended mag 1 on this one. The fact you get 55 rounds, that 50 to 55 is kind of where I like to be. I don't want to be lower than 50, but I find that 50-55 is the sweet spot, especially with the ADS and sprint to fire penalties you get for only 11 more rounds on extended mag 2 here. This is going to be a better setup. And then throw on the balanced stock. Number 2 is an oldie but a goodie. The C9, the MP5, still rocking hard. They fixed that issue with hitting a couple of leg shots and it increased your TTK severely, bringing it right up in the top end here. It's got the longest range of any of the mid-range guns and has the very familiar recoil and feel and irons that we've been using for so long. There's just something about using this gun on Rebirth, on Verdansk. You're not going to go wrong using the C9 MP5. C9 build has not changed. It is still what it has been forever. Long barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mag 2, ergonomic grip, and balanced stock. If you're finding it a little more difficult to control the recoil, you can dump the ergonomic grip and throw on the compensator for sure. It will help with that. You do lose a little bit of speed and some ADS, things like that. But the trade-off, again, if you're hitting your shots, is worth it. The undisputed close range meta is the new one for this season. It's the return of the LC10. The movement, firepower, and ease of use to control on this one just makes it the go-to. It's 525 TTK out to 16 meters. Nothing kills faster. The recoil is very easy to control. Straight up, basically. And you move so well with it. I find it super easy to control at mid-range as well, which just makes it so dominant and so clearly the choice. So when you combine the fastest close range TTK with the ease of use at the mid range, there is no choice to be made. Rock the LC10. Give it a couple of games. You'll have the recoil figured out. You will not be disappointed. Build on the LC10. Don't need a compensator on this guy at all. It just has no recoil. So skip anything there. Long barrel, Ranger foregrip, is you can pick up some extra movement buffs, which is such a great thing about this gun and how little recoil it has. Extended mag 2, ergonomic grip, balanced stock. You'll be flying around the map, peeling people off of headies. The best close range gun, bar none, in the game. So there we go. That's going to be what I'm going to recommend for all of your close range battles, Rebirth, Verdansk, you name it. What's your favorite close range option right now? Are you like me, maining that LC10? Or do you have a soft spot for some of those older choices, the Jackal, the MX9? Let me know down in the comments. Hey, if you happen to like the video, please go on ahead down below and smash that like button. And if you want to stay up to date on anything upcoming, meta changes to the game, news and notes on Call of Duty, go ahead and subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss anything in the future. As always, keep the energy high, the vibes positive. And until next time, spread the love, fam. We'll catch you in the next one.